What we are talking about here is substance and not style.
The McCain campaign zeroed in on comments Obama made repeatedly in Missouri Wednesday, alleging that the Republicans, and McCain specifically, are resorting to scare tactics.
They're going to try to say, well, you know, he's got a funny name. And he doesn't look like all the presidents on the dollar bills and the $5 bills. You know, he's new, doesn't look like the other presidents on the currency.
That led McCain to accuse Obama of, quote, playing the race card.
And it's very clear what his comments imply. I mean, anyone who looks at those and previous comments that he has made. And so I think it's very clear that he has. I'm very disappointed.
This McCain ad that came out that accused Obama of being a celebrity and used images of Britney Spears and Paris Hilton, you can be critical of it, and there have been legitimate criticisms. It's kind of silly to compare him to Britney and Paris, but it's no way has anything to do with race. And it's a huge mistake for the Obama campaign to react in the way they have, because one of the big appeals of Barack Obama has always been he's the post-racial candidate. Over the last 24 hours, in contrast to that, he sounded like a younger Jesse Jackson. This is a huge mistake for Barack Obama.
You know, basically what the Obama camp has come out and say is, look, we weren't referring to race. We were referring to his tenure in office. And you say that's nonsense.
It's absolutely ridiculous. The reference to the dollar bills clearly was saying, I look different because I'm an African American, and these were all white males. That's clearly what it is. Now they backpedaled because they realize they're in a very bad space for them right here. So they're trying to say, no, the difference was he's saying he didn't have Washington experience like George Washington, who the White House wasn't even Washington when George Washington was president. This is total nonsense. It doesn't wash. The Obama people realize they've made a major strategic blunder.
His comment was that he doesn't look like the other people on the currency, the other presidents on the currency. I have him here. Does he mean that he doesn't have a rig like the guy on the 1 or the guy on the 10? Does it mean that he doesn't have long hair like the guy on the 100 or the guy on the 20? Does it mean he doesn't have a beard like the guy on the 5? I mean, look, the comment that he made was that he didn't look like that McCain was going to try and scare people because he didn't look like the other presidents on the currency, and that was a suggestion that John McCain was going to try and scare people that because Barack Obama was black that he didn't deserve to be president of the United States, and that is reprehensible and should not have been injected into the campaign.
Look, Obama said not once, but a couple of times, 3 times that we had in our report that they say I don't look like the guys on the dollar bills. Now, I don't know what that's a reference to.
All he's saying is that he alone doesn't have a powdered wig.
Yeah, right. I mean, if that's not toying with the race card, I don't know what is.
What's really bizarre about this is Obama's accusing the Republicans of something that they haven't done, or McCain of something he hasn't done, which is to say he doesn't look like the other presidents. When a week ago, in front of 200,000 people in Berlin, it was Obama who addressed the world and said, I stand up here and I don't look like the other Americans who've been here. So Obama is the one who said it. He said it himself. He said it in public. He said it proudly, and now he pretends it's Republicans using it against him. This all started with the McCain ad, with the Britney Spears ad.
An ad, by the way, that had images of Britney Spears and Paris Hilton,
right,
while saying that Obama was the biggest celebrity in the world, meaning transcending even those two dillies, right?
And showing pictures of him in Berlin. And the question is, what exactly, as people think about the Berlin event, it becomes more and more bizarre. What exactly was all of that about? What was he doing standing in front of a crowd of Germans, saying, this is our moment, this is our time, standing in front of a column commemorating not 1 but 3 Prussian wars of aggression? What was that event about?
They're going to try to say, well, you know, he's got a funny name. And he doesn't look like all the presidents on the dollar bills and the $5 bills. You know, he's new, doesn't look like the other presidents on the currency.
It's very clear what his comments imply. I mean, anyone who looks at those and previous comments that he has made. And so I think it's very clear that he has. I'm very disappointed.